I'm Craig Kenneth, a relationship coach and a psychotherapist. Every relationship is different and every breakup is different. Work with me and you'll get professional help on your situation. And if you're in no contact, focused on personal growth, my workbook series, The Knowledge, will help you make changes like you've never made before. Available now at AskCraig.net. Hi there, I'm Coach Craig Kenneth.
I'm Coach Margaret.
And today we're going to be talking about inability to commit to your partner. Well, this is tough, right? If you're dating somebody that has issues with commitment, attachment issues, it's going to be very difficult to make that relationship work long term.
Okay.
Because whatever their issue is, they might feel that pressure to be in a relationship and want to get out of it. And depending upon their mental health, if they're struggling with anxiety and depression, it's only going to exacerbate and cause the breakup to happen a lot sooner.
It's a very difficult position to be in.
Yeah.
Okay. And again, we're going to mention emotional neglect. Emotional neglect in childhood is not easy to recall or pinpoint.
Yes.
But its consequences can be quite evident.
Yep.
The human brain is made up of over 100 billion brain cells that each connects to over 7,000 other brain cells.
Mm-hmm.
By the age of 3, a child's brain has reached more than 90% of its adult size.
Wow.
So if you stop to think about the implications of that first 3 years is just so crucial.
Absolutely.
And if you were emotionally neglected, it's going to be there in the way you relate with others.
Mm-hmm.
Okay?
Yeah.
The experiences that a baby has within that first 3 years of life lays the groundwork for how their brain is wired well into adulthood.
Yep.
Okay? The growth of each region of the brain depends largely on receiving stimulation for that area. Okay? If parents, for whatever reason, cannot be consistent and affectionate, the child's attachment region may not develop to its full potential. Think of it as a muscle that needs to be exercised in order to grow strong and be useful. Leaving that muscle unattended, not giving it movement and strength, will eventually lead to atrophy, making it a deterrent for your entire emotional life and ability to attach.
Yeah.
But not
sad, and it's not fair.
No, it's not, and it's not the child's fault. It's not the person's fault.
No, it's not fair, because something that
isn't.
happens to you before you're 3, it's going to affect you the rest of your life.
And is it healthy to realize that you're angry about that? You bet your life it is. That way you understand it's not your fault.
Yeah.
But don't despair. There is a concept called emotional muscle building. And I hadn't thought of that concept in a while. I did a group with another therapist at one point who liked that idea, and I do too.
I think that's what the workbooks really focus on.
Yes, it's emotional muscle building.
And wait till you see my new project.
Oh, right. Wait till you see that.
Margaret saw a glimpse of it today.
Beautiful. To work on your relationship, you have to work on exercising that attachment muscle.
Mm-hmm.
Allowing yourself to become more vulnerable and open to your partner. We're going to talk about vulnerability soon.
Yep.
Okay? Tolerating an uncomfortable feeling without fleeing from it is also emotional muscle building. I was talking with a gentleman a couple of weeks ago. I asked him what he did when he was anxious, and he had a whole plan. He played music, he went for a walk, he patted his cat, he had a whole plan.
Yep.
And I said to him, you need to understand, when you're dealing with an uncomfortable feeling without doing anything destructive or crazy, that's emotional muscle building. Mm-hmm. Good for you. Okay? So to address this common relationship problem, you need to consider or make conscious how you view attachment. Now this is how you muscle build, okay? How you view attachment dedication, and loyalty in relationships. So if you're afraid of attachment, you got some thinking to do. All right?
Yeah.
And lots of people will say right out, I'm commitment phobic. Have you thought about why? I'm sure there's a valid reason.
Yeah.
If the very thought of being close enough with someone to make a commitment makes you break out in a cold sweat, chances are you're going to have an avoidant personality, an avoidant attachment style. Okay?
Yep.
If you are always anxious that your partner is not close enough with you and terrified that they are having a relationship with someone else and may leave you, chances are you're anxious.
Sure.
But like anything else, if you're having difficulty committing, you can work on it. And oftentimes what happens is people won't make a commitment, but they'll tolerate some closeness, and then when it gets too close, they'll distance, they'll drop back, they'll disappear for a while. But if you work on it, you may be able to tolerate a little more closeness the next time, and a little more than that the time after that.
But it does take work.
It takes a lot of work, but that's how you exercise that attachment muscle. I always think relationships with cats, dogs, and other fuzzy things help you exercise that muscle, okay? But just being aware that you're scared to death of being close can help you try a little harder.
Absolutely.
Okay?
Yep. You got to work through your issues. They may not be your fault, but now that you're an adult, they're your problem, right?
Yes,
they're your
exactly.
responsibility.
It's not fair. You're not responsible for the stuff that happened to you when you were really young, and yet you end up being responsible for fixing it.
Yeah, it isn't fair.
But that's the way it is, and you can be as annoyed as you want and as angry as you want.
Absolutely.
Right.
But do your best to work through it and grow.
Yes, because you have a right to have relationships.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah, you do. And you're going to feel so much better if you can learn the skills to do it and you push yourself and realize that if you do struggle with it, that the people that are smothering and that they feel like there's too much closeness with you, it's because they care.
Right.
And that's so important to put it in perspective.
And there's a difference between caring and smothering. But if you were smothered as a child, sometimes it's very hard to figure out where the line is.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
And it can feel like any caring is potentially smothering. You know?
Yeah.
But there are lots of ways to build your and work on your attachment muscle. And it's practice, practice, practice.
Yep.
Okay?
Absolutely.
All right.
Good stuff. Good article. And
Short but sweet.
give Margaret a thumbs up on the video for the research that she does for us. Of course, when you want to get our help personally, just go to my website, askcraig.net. Sign up for the coaching option that works best for you. I do email coaching and I do Skype. Margaret is available for Skype coaching.
If you think I can be helpful to you, please sign up.
Just click on Margaret on the top of my website to do that. That's it for this video. I'm Coach Craig Kenneth.
I'm Coach Margaret.
And we will talk with you soon.